What is up, Tooligans? It's your boy 2 times here at Pro Tools Approved, bringing you today a tool that I've been delayed in getting for quite a while, and I'm kicking myself in the butt for not having it sooner. The Metabo HPT Cordless Half-Inch Plunge Router. I'm super excited to have this. Let's go do a bench test, then start cutting some wood, see what it's capable of doing. Let's go. Woo, boy, it is chilly out there. I'm happy to be inside my teeny tiny little tool shed here. At least it's got a heater and I'm not freezing my cojones off out there. So let's take a look at what comes in the box of the Metabo M3612DA, the first half-inch cordless plunge router on the market. We all know that Team Red has one out or coming out soon at something like more than double the price. Bear Tool, yeah, that red tax is going to be really high on that router. So if you're looking for a cordless half-inch router, this is the one you want to go with. Right now, you can get this as low as 150, maybe even as low as 125, depending on where you're looking at it. Check out Lowe's. They've got them. Plus, it comes with the free corded adapter. We'll discuss that in a moment. If you're not aware, I'm going to have a video coming out next about the corded system and Metabo's complete multi-volt system, how it works, what is involved with it, for those asking, because Metabo, it's a little intimidating getting into if you're not quite sure what they're talking about. So with this router, you're going to get in the box, of course, the tool, little template guide here if you're going to be doing templates with screws, and that attaches super nicely on the bottom here. There's a little spot made right out for it, and the screws snaps right in there. 2 screws go in where it's supposed to. I have the 1/4-inch collet in there now. Comes with a 1/2-inch collet, which is fantastic. You get those bigger bits and certainly handle the power. This is the dust extraction tube. I want to put that in the back, and that goes right there. There's 2 little nubbies. Comes with rubber washers and screws. Thumb screws, tighten that in right there behind it, so you can hook up your dust extraction to it and it stays completely out of your line of sight from the front. Super nice way that they did that. Of course, it's going to come with your wrench, and it's going to come with your straight guide. And this is one of the nicer straight guides that I've seen, especially compared to some of the trim routers. It's got your thumb screws here, your micro adjustment on the front. Undo that one on the bottom here. You got your micro adjustment to allow that to slide, and that just goes right in the side of the router right there. Tightens down with the thumb screws and gives you your side fence there. Pretty nice. Oh, that's what I get for not having everything all screwed together, right? So, Metabo includes all of that. Now, the router itself, let's get down to the numbers. It does have a quick braking system. Once you start it, it shuts down super quick. Let's throw a battery on. Show that. It is a soft start. Does have quick braking. Got that on low. It's your variable speed right there, 1 through 6. I'll start that again. Low is 11,000 RPM. High is 25,000 RPM. Nice little lockout button here. You can pull the trigger. You've got to push the button down halfway. You can pull the trigger where your index finger is to to start the tool. And if you click down to the second click on your thumb, it locks it on, so you don't have to constantly have the trigger held down. Comes to a real quick stop, which is super nice. Does have a soft start, as I was saying. It is variable speed. The speed control knob is right where you'd expect it to be, over your right thumb here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a little difficult to get your thumb on, but it's a tight wheel. It's not going to move around, change speeds on you. It is electric for the variable speed. Of course, it's the multi-volt system. It will run with the battery or the adapter. They do have to be 36-volt batteries. They will not run on the 18-volt batteries. So you have two choices in batteries, the 36A18 and the 36B18. It is a plunge router. It is 2 horsepower equivalent. As I was saying, a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch collet, which is 6.4 millimeters or 12.7 millimeters. No load speed is 11,000 RPM to 25,000 RPM. The plunge stroke up and down is 1/31/32 or 50 millimeters. Base diameter is 5/29/32 or 150 millimeters. There is an LED light. You can see that light come on down the base there when we turn that on. The tool is very light. With the smaller multi-volt battery, the BSL 36A18, it is 8.4 pounds or 3.8 kilograms. If you put the larger battery on, that's the 36B18. It is 10 ounces more than the smaller battery. So you're looking at 144 ounces or 9 pounds even with the larger battery. That is... All right, let's take a look at how to do the depth setting on this. This is your depth setting rod right here. Once you go ahead and on the right-hand side, this is your lock for your depth. Up and down, I can't do anything. Unlock it, pushes up and down. So it's right back there where you want it. You can reach it with your right hand while keeping both hands on the plunge router. And you push the router down, lock that into place. We want to take our depth rod, adjust that, so that's all the way down. Sorry, let's bring it all the way up. Adjust our depth rod all the way down. Now make your adjustment on that screw. I had to back mine up a little bit so that this little line on the clear plastic indicator sits at 0. Mine's just a tad below 0. Make the adjustment. So we'll say it's on 0 for right now. And I want to do a 1-inch depth plunge. So you can bring this up to 1 inch. Tighten it out front here. And now it only goes down to a 1-inch plunge. You want to do a full plunge. Bring it up all the way to the top. And we plunge full depth. All the way back down to maybe just a smidge. You want to do a little 1/8 of an inch plunge. You can do that as well. It's right up front. It's easy to see. It's easy to change your depth. There is a threaded rod in the back with lock nuts up and down to keep this whole plunge mechanism together. You don't want to mess with these. They're tight. Leave them that way. It'd be nice to see a different kind of micro adjustment on this. That's my only real complaint so far with this router. But for a little bit of inconvenience to make sure that our depths are set right, it's not too bad at all. All right, let's see what you can do cutting some wood. Here's a little tip while we're at it. I use these DeWalt cases to store my bits in. I know I need a bigger piece because I've got more than one bit in each tray. They're banging into each other and it's going to dull them. But for the moment, this is what I have to keep them in. Save these little silica packs that you get in everything. Throw them down in here. Keep them in your router bits. It'll keep them from getting rusty while you keep them stored. Yep, that's it. Take care of your bits. What do we want to do some cut with here? Got some larger cabinet bits. We can do that. Larger rabbiting bit. And let's start with something simple. Maybe an OG bit. Or, well, it's a plunge router. Let's do something plunge. I haven't had a plunge router before. All right, let's plunge a little cove bit in there. Putting your bit in is like any other router. I find it easier to plunge it all the way down, lock it. Then that way we can get right up front here. Let's take the battery off, just for safety. Right here is the spindle lock. That way you can put your finger right on that spindle lock, put your bit in. Finger tighten it. And then we've got our included wrench. Snug it up, and there we go. We're good to go. Now, don't forget your safety glasses when you're playing with the router. Don't mess around. Check these out. I found these on a job site. They're older than dirt, packed away brand new. Yeah, that's a set of safety glasses right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Now, see if I can make sure we do this again without being in the way or having the router turn too much. Let's give this a second shot here. Gobs of power. Gobs of power. Let's switch a bit and run something on the edge. Alright, sorry about some of the shadows here. It's getting a little late in the day. We've got our depth set on a rabbiting bit here. Always remember when you're doing your projects, if you're on the outside of a project, you go counterclockwise. You're inside doing a template, you go clockwise. That way you prevent kickback because of the direction that the bit spins. Outside counterclockwise, inside clockwise. Nice, nice, smooth, even rabbit here. Let's bring it down a little bit more. There we go. A little bumpy in there. That's just because of me, my shaky hands. But nice, nice, nice rabbiting in there. Let's change a bit up and let's do an OG bit. Alrighty, we've got our depth set. See, I feel like I'm going to be in the way of everything here. Yeah, let's move this around some. That'll be a little bit better. Like a hot knife through butter. I know we're only using a piece of soft pine here, but I mean, wow. Super, 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 super smooth. Super easy to cut through. Let's throw on the biggest bit I have. The cabinet bit here. It's definitely can't be run in the trim router. Now remember, when you guys are taking out the router bits on this or trim router, die grinder, anything that has a you know, a collet on it, you go to the first time it unloosens, then you keep cranking, it's going to be loose. Then you come around to the second time and the bit will slide right out. The first time it unloosens, try to pull that bit out, it's going to stay, it's going to give you all kinds of trouble. You don't need to take that and whap on the collet with a hammer or whatever's around. Just keep untightening. It'll be snug, loose, snug. Then the second time it's loose, it'll slide right out. It's usually about another full turn. Snug us up here. Set our depth. That is almost all the way down there. Alright, this here shall eat up some wood. We good? Alright. That was me taking my finger off. Look at that. Nice, smooth, round over on top. Nice channel to put your panel in for cabinets. Beautiful. I didn't even slow it down. There's so much power to this Metabo. That is absolutely fantastic. Get yourself one.